Through Lady Stairs Close in the Scottish Writers' Museum, and more specifically, the house in which that museum inhabits, one will find the history of a building that is over 398 years old. However, this building has gone through a number of renovations since its initial build. One of the primary noticeable features of the building can be found inside, the stairs, which are the same ones that were originally built in 1622. An interesting fact of which is that the third step is a lot taller than the others. Back in the 1600s, this acted as a type of burglar alarm in the hope that the robber would trip up and give themselves away. But who built the building? And why was it built? And how has it remained here as opposed to being knocked down in favour of another high street Scottish memorabilia shop? Well, it starts with the area in which the building inhabits. The Royal Mile, which is one of the oldest roads in Britain, that is drenched in a fascinating history from John Knox's house to Gladstone's land and the castle itself. The Royal Mile stands as the heart of Edinburgh and the Old Town. With the castle just up the road, the real estate around the Royal Mile became very sought after in the 1600s. This was before the tenement houses were built and before the new town became the new place for all the upper class to live. Therefore, when the building was built, it soon became known as Lady Grey's house, after the wife of the man who had stayed there initially. Then, almost 100 years later, his granddaughter, Lady Elizabeth, the first Countess of Stair, lived there, and she was the wife of the Earl of Stair, and this is where the house, and as an extension, the close in which it lies, gets its name. Surrounding the museum, stone slabs can be found engraved by the words of Scottish writers from long ago. This tablet here quotes the poet Lachlan Maud MacVurich. His quote reads, "A chlawna coin coinichiv, cruis na haum na chiorlia." This roughly translates to, "You children of Con, remember, strength in the eye of the storm." A meaningful quote meant for the children of the warring clans of old Scotland, yet the quote still remains relevant today, teaching us to never give up even in the point when it is hardest to do so. These stone tablets that decorate the grounds surrounding the building tie in with its current use today as a museum that celebrates Scottish writers. Specifically Sir Walter Scott, Robert Louis Stevenson, and Robert Burns, who stayed in the square right next to the house itself. The museum is completely free to enter and exhibits a number of artifacts from all three of the writers' lives. Yet now that the building is here and has been rebuilt so many times since its original 1622 construction, can it still be considered the same building? I'd like to think so, especially with the original stairs going through the building, kind of like a spine holding it all together. And hopefully these old stairs can go on to hold this building together for many years to come.